Every day on the 6th, we're looking at the elections taking place on the 7th of May. And today we're joined by Lucy Vladev in Monmouth and by Simon Dedman in Clacton. Lucy, first of all.
Well, some viewers might recognise this high street in Monmouth. Less than 6 months ago, it was in the news after really severe flooding affected a lot of the businesses here. Now, many have now reopened, but they tell me that they're very much not out of the woods yet. And the economy, in fact, is a big part of the election in this constituency, not least because we've had a change in the boundaries. So it means that we've got very tourist-led, very affluent areas like Usk or Abergavenny, alongside places like Blenavon, which historically have been very successful mining towns, but now are not offering the same types of jobs. So in the past, it's been a real split between Labour and Conservative voters. But one thing to bear in mind is that in recent years, there's been a bit of a shift in demographic. A lot of younger families moving quite often from across the border in England, either for housing or for better quality of life. And that's on top of the fact that we've got a new voting system here in Wales. So this area will now send 6 members to the Senedd based on the proportion of votes that each party gets. So it could be a real indicator of how that power dynamic in politics is shifting in parts of the world like this.
Lucy, thank you. Let's go to Simon in Clacton.
Sophie, good evening from Clacton, where this time next week the polling stations will be open in the largest set of local elections in Essex in a generation. 9 councils are up and voting is taking place in every corner of this county, which has one of the longest coastlines in England, an economy bigger than Northern Ireland's and a population of 1.9 million people. Here in Clacton, they're voting for the county council. That council's budget goes mostly towards adult social care, children's services and fixing potholes. And with more than 31,000 road defects across the county, the state of the roads is a big local issue here. But national politics will also play out at the polls too. And with areas like Basildon, Harlow, Thurrock, areas that are seen as classic bellwethers that reflect the political mood of the country, this will be a big test for the parties.
Hello there. Well, it's been breezy, but it's been a warm day. Widely, temperatures in the high teens, low 20s today. And as we head into Friday, it's getting even warmer. It's going to feel a little bit hot by tomorrow afternoon. Now, over the weekend, there will be bright and sunny spells, but we can't rule out a few thunderstorms. There's a southerly drift, and with that, we may see some thunderstorms developing, particularly overnight of the weekend. But as I said, by day, we are going to see some bright and sunny spells around. As for the weekend, plenty of sunshine around on Saturday. It will bubble up and cloud over from time to time. Not quite as hot, temperatures around 20 degrees Celsius, but there's the chance of some thundery downpours as we head through Saturday evening and into Sunday. Bye-bye.
It has been a beautiful day for just about all of us today. Look at this gorgeous picture from a weather watcher in the north of Scotland. And actually, it's been Scotland's warmest day of the year so far, with temperatures there at Acknagart in the Highlands very close to 24 degrees Celsius. Western areas has the warmest of the weather today. It was once again rather cool close to North Sea coast. I think tomorrow those eastern areas will actually turn a little bit warmer, and it will turn a bit cooler out towards the west.
It's been absolutely gorgeous today, hasn't it?
It really has. The last couple of days, high pressure has brought this blue sky and all of this sunshine. Now, I'm afraid as we head towards the bank holiday weekend, it's not all doom and gloom, but there is a little bit of a change to come as we head through Saturday and through Sunday. But this was earlier, like we've said, blue sky, sunshine, very little, if any cloud at all today. It's actually felt a little bit warmer, the breeze a little bit lighter. Now, the weekend, the all-important weekend, starts off dry and sunny, couple of showers possibly, but then things start to turn more unsettled. Some heavy showers for Saturday afternoon, still in the low 20s though, so it's still going to feel quite warm on Saturday. Complete change in wind direction coming from the southwest, and it's not very strong. Bye-bye.
And here in Barnsley, the sun has been out today, and the flowers too. Find out more about these beautiful blooms and what the weather's doing this weekend later on in the programme.
And Joe is at Wentworth Castle Gardens near Barnsley for us tonight. Right, Joe, bank holiday is just around the corner. So we've got to ask you, is it going to be nice?
Well, if you don't like it hot, there's good news for you over the next few days. It's certainly going to be mixed, more on that to come, but look at this riot of colour that I'm in the National Collection of azaleas here at Wentworth Castle Gardens, and I think you can agree it's absolutely stunning. So many species of azaleas and rhododendrons here. The National Trust is busy cataloguing them. There are scores of them, and it's over 200 years old, this collection. I think you can agree it's looking its best at this point in April. And it's certainly been fine here in Barnsley today. Temperatures in the low 20s Celsius and warm across the rest of the UK. Our warmest temperature today in North Wales, Anglesey, got to 24.3 degrees. And it'll be warmer again for many areas tomorrow. We can see on the temperature sequence here that warm air across the UK, something a little fresher waiting in the wings. You can just see that pushing in from the west there. By the time we get to Saturday, there will be a thundery breakdown and it will feel fresher. If you don't like it hot, some better news ahead. Now, UV levels have been rather high today across many areas, and similarly tomorrow in the sunnier spots for central and eastern parts, levels will be high, something to bear in mind if you're in the garden. And if you're a hay fever sufferer, you'll notice how bad the pollen's been this week. It's oak and birch that are the problem. And again, tomorrow, levels will be high, but with the showers at the weekend, some good news, it will dampen down pollen across the whole of the UK. Very warm day to come tomorrow, peaking for this week 26, perhaps 27 Celsius in one or two spots tomorrow afternoon. Before that thundery breakdown, the humidity will ease off and it will feel fresher through the weekend with a few showers ahead. Now, of course, with it being the bank holiday weekend, most people perhaps travelling Saturday morning. Some better news, Saturday should be largely dry, particularly for many parts of England and Wales.
All right, thanks very much, Joe.